So she just says, welcome. Welcome to the path. She says that so many people come through here every day, and she loves just giving them a little smile and a little love as they enter. She says no one ever comes in the same way as they leave from the labyrinth, and she loves that. So she likes to greet them as they come and to say goodbye as they leave. This is the wounded heart tree, is what Shalom Park calls her. And she says that she is not wounded. She says that she gave too much of herself. And that happens sometimes. But she did it out of her love and out of her passion for the other trees in the forest, for her friends. And there were some trees that were not getting what they needed, and so she gave too much of herself. And it divided her. So she says that she is known for her sacrifice, even though most people don't realize that's why she looks the way she does and why she's known. But she says it's not a good idea to be known for sacrifice. She says it's much better to be known for the love that you have. And she says in this case, it's both. She's so pretty. She says it's been a really, really long time since anyone's really paid attention to her. Apparently she's on a part of the path that most people don't notice the trees for the path. So she wishes she was in more of a central location. She says that forgive me, she got distracted by the hawk over there. Apparently that hawk over there is her friend. She says that living in this eco bubble of the park is something she wishes everyone could do. But she also wishes that I don't understand that. Say it slow. Oh, she also wishes that the world were more like this park. She says it's not perfect. There's things that still hurt them, and things that she says it's very cultivated. Their freedoms are restricted by this cultivation. But this cultivation is better than the disregard in so much of the rest of the world. She says that she has seen some things in the past, but she sees far into the future. And she says one day this will be the case. We are friends. We share space and we share roots. And even though we are separate and completely different individual beings, we choose to do this together. Humans have just started to understand the benefit of doing this together. You've always understood the idea of being in groups, but you always thought that meant you had to be the same. And she says that the reality of it is that being an individual in support of another by being in support of yourself is how you thrive together. And this is what they do. This is what they choose to do. They share everything, including space. We send impulses back and forth, much like your sex organs do to create pleasure within both of us. She's still saying it very clean. To create pleasure within both of us by being two halves. Basically, we are able to experience more than ourselves in a way that is not possible any other way, and it brings great joy and orgasm to live this way. He says there's one thing you notice in everything that you've seen here today is that we're all connected. You've noticed how the pines support the other trees. You've noticed how different vines and almost trees and of themselves cohabitate and are almost symbiotic. You've noticed how the plants and the flowers all feed off of each other. You've noticed the spiders and other creatures that live within the bubble that we create, and yet you still believe you're separate. She's talking about energy manipulation and how she is able to manipulate the energy around her because of the way that she grew, but also because of her purpose here. And if you look around this circle, she says the humans recognized that. So they created her at the center of the labyrinth because it's a motion, it's a circular meditation, it's an energy manipulation to do so. And she says that while there are benches, very few people stay seated for very long because the energy beckons you to move. It's perpetual motion in the most natural sense. This is one place in the park, she says, where they got it right, where they understood the symbiosis of nature and man, where she sees there's no difference in between nature and man. And this is the natural way to understand the natural movement and grace of an area, and to work within that to create harmony and peace. So much of our battles are because we are not in harmony with ourselves. This is true for any being that is not in harmony with itself. It will be at war. And she says humans are where this shows up most prevalent. She says, you deny who you are, you deny your connections, you deny where you belong, and then wonder why you are constantly at battle. She says that working with the natural flow of energy, working with the natural flow of nature, working with the natural flow of life allows for that peace to come through. Then there are not so many angry people wanting to hurt others. Trees do not want to hurt others because they understand their connection, they understand their energy, and they understand their symbiosis. It is the word, isn't it? Man is the last to understand this, but it will come. Thank you for listening. So many people come and sit with me, and very few listen to what I have to say.